This wine is good. How good? I'm gonna tell you how good. And you're probably gonna hate me for it, because it involves a list of wines that got the same review from the stingy, triple stingy Neil Martin from Venice Media. This guy, he doesn't like anything. So British. But he's got a hell of a palate, and he loves Burgundy, and he tastes all the great Burgundy wines around. So, without further ado, see this beautiful little wine? This is the Domaine Barraud, Pouilly, Premier Cru, La Maréchaude, Clos la Verchère. A lot to take in here. Pouilly Premier Cru. You old heads, yeah, that's right. There are a lot of vineyards in Pouilly which are Premier Cru now, starting in the 2020 vintage. We kind of discussed this in one or two other pieces we've done in the last year or so. It's a big deal and well deserved. Pouilly has had easily Premier Cru level vineyards for decades, but due to bureaucracy, World War II, Nazis, Russian paratroopers, price of tea in China, those vineyards were never officially declared Premier Cru until 2020. So this fine wine is a Premier Cru, not just from any vineyard though, from La Maréchaude, which is one of the coolest, raciest, most compelling sites in Pouilly, a little further up the hill there. Not only that, but this is from the Clos la Verchère, which is the walled premium portion of La Maréchaude, which Barraud owns parcels both in and out of the Clos la Verchère, but he bottles them separately. So this is the Clos la Verchère. This is a 100% Chardonnay, of course, from vines planted in 1947 and 1968. So really super old vines. And the Barrauds have been masters of their craft for decades. Many, many moons ago, this wine was like almost all restaurant only and very, very special, and I couldn't have access to it, even back in the old days when no one knew who Barraud was. We've always had a strong affinity for the wines of the Barraud family, with good reason. They're one of the finest growers in Burgundy, and their wines always deliver the most ridiculous level of value on the planet. Such is the way it is again with the great 2022 version of this wine. 93 to 95 points per barrel from Neil Martin. Now, that's a number. How big a number? Well, that's where we get into the really boring, monotonous part of this particular video missive. Other wines have received the same score from Neil Martin in 2022. How about Batard Montrachet from Maréchaude? Ooh, that's expensive, isn't it? How about Bouchard's Montrachet? $1,000, $2,000, who knows? $1,000, $1,500 a bottle? How about Jadot's Montrachet? How about, what do we got here? A couple Merceau Premier Crus from Comte Lafon. Same score. And a couple from Guy Rouleau. Now, all these wines I'm rattling off are all $700, $1,000, $1,200, $800, $600, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Faveley's Batard. Same score. Vincent Girardin's Batard. Etienne Sauzet's Bienvenue Batard. Kids, the list kind of goes on and on and on. I hope I'm bringing the point home that this gorgeous, lightly reductive, full-flavored, balanced, focused, precise, yet richly appointed bottle of Chardonnay from one of the top Premier Cru sites in Burgundy can be yours for 50 bucks. All those wines I just rattled off, same score, same vintage. I'm not cheating, I'm not picking a worse vintage, I'm not, picking Neil's bad day. Nope, these are all from the same year, same score, reviewed the same way. And I don't know how else to bring the point home, other than to tell you that Pouilly is one of the most exciting areas. Well, the Mâconnais in general, what with Virey Classé and all the great Mâcon wines, is one of the most exciting areas in Burgundy right now. And we keep bringing this point home. You keep hitting us upper valley. You keep saying, oh, this Chassagne is too much. Oh, this is too much. Oh, that's too much. Kids, I don't know how else to tell you. This is where it's at. And this is one of those great poster child wines for us, bringing that point home to you from a wine merchant standpoint. All right, 50 bucks a bottle, world class. And again, Neil Martin in his article talked about he kind of slapped himself on the wrist for being remiss for not visiting back at Barraud again sooner. And we were just like, well, thank you for not visiting for the past couple of years because we had a nice little run. I think that might be over now. Word's getting out, and when you do the basic fuzzy maths, you find out that this is one of the greatest value domains in the entirety of Burgundy working today. So kudos to the Barraud family. Stunning, riveting, old vine Chardonnay, premier cru, $50. God bless you. We need more of these wines out there in the market. Gorgeous, gorgeous gear.